Hi, I'm Magnus. Welcome back to my channel. If you have clicked on this video, that means that you are interested in my 30-day cut challenge. So the goal with this program is to shred as much fat and build as much lean muscle mass as possible in 30 days to get you that toned body. Today I want to talk about the progression in week 2's program, and we're also going to look at what chest day looks like. Just know that if you want to have a detailed look at the full program, including the nutrition plan, it's all in my app. So I assume you made it through week 1 and you're now ready to take on week 2. This is a new program and it's really tough. So I expect you to be sore, and just know that it'll get better. Every time you start a new program, the first session always sucks. Every time you work through a new body part, you're gonna be super sore. But already in week 2, you'll actually be less sore, believe it or not. For all of you that are not so sore after week 1, you might wanna up the weights a little bit. I always say that the 2-3 last reps of every single set should be hard, but at the same time, you don't want to compromise on good form. So make sure to keep a good form, don't compromise on that, and push yourself so the 2-3 last reps are really hard. So if you compare the first and the second week, I've added 1 set to every sprint exercise, and the 5th optional day is a bit different as well. We're doing a power walk instead of the intervals we did last week. So when you're doing your sprints on the salt bike, the treadmill, or the rower, there's gonna be an extra set this week. So our nutritional goals for last week was to calculate and dial in our macros. This is to make sure that we get enough protein while not overeating carbs or fat. To calculate your macros, check out the first video in this series. This week I want you to focus on hitting your targeted macros. I know it's not easy, but it's gonna be worth it, trust me. And then I want you to focus on cutting out sugar and processed foods as well. Nutrition is a huge part of this transformation, so please spend a couple of extra minutes every day to educate yourself. Make sure that you know which foods that are high in protein or carbs or fat. This is not only important for this challenge, but it's priceless to take this with you in life. All right, let's get into this week's training. There's gonna be an extra set on all the sprints, and day 5, which is optional, is gonna be a 60-minute power walk. Last week, I showed you day 1 of week 1, which is legs. So this week, I wanted to show you day 2 of week 2, which is chest. And as always, there's gonna be some cardio and core. So we're gonna start with 5 minutes on the salt bike. I love the salt bike for my upper body days. It's really preparing my upper body for this session that's about to come. After our 5 minutes of warm up, we're going into sprints. We're gonna do 90 seconds on, 90 seconds off, 4 rounds. Make sure to go all in. Our next exercise is a barbell bench press. Here we're doing about 10 reps each set, and I'm doing 4 sets. Here you wanna make sure to tuck in your shoulder blades, lower your shoulders, slowly lower the weight towards your chest or even underneath your chest, and then quickly push up. Make sure not to push your shoulder forward in the top position. Our next exercise is an incline dumbbell press. Here we're doing 10 reps as well, and for 4 rounds. I'm resting about 2 minutes in between these heavy exercises in the beginning of the session. What actually happens in this set is more important than the rest. I want to allow myself to lift as heavy as possible and to do all the reps needed. Lower your shoulders when doing the incline dumbbell press, slowly come down, and explosively push up. When I'm doing the incline press, the difference with the incline press compared to the bench press is that I'm lowering the weights above my chest and not under my chest. Our next exercise, cable flies. Here we're doing 12 reps for 3 sets. When doing a fly motion or an exercise, you want to make sure that you're lowering your shoulders, you're tucking in your shoulder blades, and not allowing your shoulders to come forward or push forward when in the top position. And one other important thing to think about is that you are working from out to in This is not a press, so you're not working from bottom to top. Okay, our next exercise is our first superset of the day. And here I'm going from one exercise to the other without any rest. After those two exercises, I allow myself to rest 90 seconds. So we're starting with the chest flying machine, 12 reps. Then we'll go straight into push-ups for as many reps as you can. Work to failure. If you have a hard time doing push-ups, just go down on your knees and do as many as you can. We're doing this for 4 rounds. Our last exercise is also a superset, and it's a core superset. So we're gonna work crossover mountain climbers with rotational leg kicks. We're doing 20 reps on each exercise, which means 10 reps on each leg for each exercise. Stand in a push-up position, lower your shoulders. You wanna drive up one knee towards the elbow on the other side. So right knee towards the left elbow, and then go back and alternate. After 20 reps, straight into rotational leg kicks. You want to start in the plank position, rotate your leg through and shift your weight to your back foot and arm. Kick your leg as it rotates through. So we want to do this superset for 3 rounds and rest about 45 to 60 seconds in between every set. So that is what day 2 chest day looks like in week 2. If you look here, you can see what the whole week looks like. I'm really excited about this challenge because I know a lot of you are going to get great results in 30 days. I've seen that in the past with my other challenges, and I cannot wait to be there on the finish line after 4 weeks and watch you guys and what you've accomplished. As always, if you want more tips and tricks, make sure to follow me on Instagram, press that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next week.